Alrighty guys, welcome back to 3 Styles for another video. So today is November 2nd, current time 10:31 a.m. Houston time. Today guys, we're going to be looking at GameStop, ticker symbol GME, and for that I'm going to be looking at the month, 3 months, 6 months, and the year. And that's because I have different data to analyze on each, and I don't want to jumble up my screens all into one. Alright, well, before we begin guys, I'd like to point out that in the description and probably a comment in I'll probably link a comment also to my referrals to my Weibo link. I started that today. And if you do get an account with me, not only will you get 2 free stocks, but also I won't mind helping you out set up your chart similar to mine, okay? Okay, so let's begin guys. So at the month, I like to look at my HMA 14 line, this blue dotted line, and that's my fastest swing trade line. That's like my own personal line that I've kind of accommodated to make kind of the way I trade when I trade fast. But later on, I'll talk about more common lines that everybody uses. So in the month, as you can see, that if candles are forming over it, I'm buying, and when they're forming under it, I'm selling, right? And so over here, it just became a bot over here about 4 trading days ago, and going on straight upwards with a positive momentum. So also, I'd like to look at the PSARs, the yellow dots, guys. If the PSARs form over the candles, it's a sell. When they form under, it's a buy. And as you can see here, it just switched over to buy signals in the past 2 trading days. We're also going to look at the volume, all right? So for the month, it's been averaging 2.10 million per day. But the thing about that is that you see a couple of spikes in the past couple of days, guys. In the past 4 days have been green. If you look at it at the 5 minutes, it is having a good day today. Also, it continues, and it seems like it's going to continue really from what I see so far. So looking at this, it's just like the start of another run, guys, from the month so far. Now let's look at the 3 months. So in the 3 months, we're going to look at the MACD and the RSI. So the MACD, so the signal lines have been under the histograms for about a month now, but it looks like they're finally crossing over, and that's kind of what you want, guys. So the MACD itself just crossed over about 5 trading days ago, and so did the signal lines. But the thing about that is that if the signal lines go and cross over the histograms, that's usually a good sign of a trend, guys. And that seems like this was happening right here. You know, it seems like there was a smaller upside here, but this one seems more like a solid trend incoming. On the RSI, you're gonna see that it never did hit oversold, but it is headed up towards overbought pretty soon. But I wouldn't be too worried about that because it's a meme stock. The fact that it's a meme stock and it still patterns pretty well, that means that there's not only just people from YouTube or chats and all this getting in, but there's also a bunch of pattern traders like me or swing traders like me. Otherwise the patterns wouldn't make sense at all, but they somewhat do. So it is somewhat traded with patterns also, guys. Alright guys, let's move on to the 6 months. So on the 6 months is where you see the SMA 21 line, the white line, guys. So this is more of a common trading line. It's a midterm, I would say. So if candles are forming over it, you're buying, and when they're forming under it, is when you take profit or you're selling, right? You're buying against the lower over it, boom. And it just came up over here that it's a new buy signal for that, guys. Also, I do have the Bollinger Band on the back, that gastric looking band back there, but as you can see, it doesn't really react to it that much, so I'm gonna skip it for today. But generally, if when it hits over, it exits the Bollinger Bands, they bounce back in, right, like this. See, but it doesn't do it as good as other charts, so I'm gonna skip that today. Now looking at the year, guys. Now at the year, I look at the SMA 50, right, which is my healthy unhealthy line. So if stocks are forming over, no matter what kind of dips they do, it'll still be healthy. They're somewhat forming over it, but once they finally cross to under it, it'll be unhealthy, what I consider unhealthy. And as you can see, because me, the meme stock, it doesn't quite follow it. It does follow it a bit, but it does go under it a bit too, when it shouldn't. But yet, as you can see, for the most part, it's not bad. But the thing I'm looking at over here is that it just crossed over it again to positive in the past couple of days, guys. So you're looking at the SMA 21 crossed and the SMA 50 crossed, right? Plus my shorter term signals like my personal HMA 14 line, and the PSARs are going positive, guys. So everything right now looks positive for this, including the fact that like I told you guys, the MACD seems like it's showing a run incoming, right? And the PSARs too. As you can see, the PSARs were kind of accurate for this, even though it's a meme stock. So everything I could tell you right now, guys, is that it's looking like a new little run is coming. And of course, do your own due diligence, because before you buy something, look at the news. Something might happen that could change everything. And like I tell everybody, if anything, do have an exit strategy. If you want to be like a swing trader like me, if anything dips under the SMA 21 again, guys. Okay, if not, hold it till it's all good. That's really how you swing trade. Let your runners run and exit fast. My suggestion for you guys would be the SMA 21 if it dips under it again. Thank you guys. Let me know how I did, how if there's anything I should change being a new channel and everything. But I have been doing this for 10 years. I'll link a description to my profits on one of the ending videos. Give a like, comment, and thank you guys.